Hey, so I'm getting ready to talk about our men and how they need to be in the society instead of inside the prison. We have to know the difference between being a man and being a boy. We have to know that right now, the streets are getting a lot more dangerous than what they were. We're losing too many of our men to prison and to the streets. There's not enough fathers. There's not enough brothers. There's not enough uncles out here to help our young ones. You have boys that's growing up and not knowing how to be men. You have little girls that's growing up and don't know how to decipher the difference between a thug and a real man. Now, we have to help them. We have to show them the right and wrong. We can't show them and teach them the things that we grew up with, because what we grew up with took us down some hard roads. And those hard roads are the same ones that we don't want our child to take. So you have to know what to teach them and what not to teach them. But you need to also know to never lie to your child, to be honest with your child, and keep your child on the right path and show them and say, this is what you need to be doing. This is what you don't need to be doing. This is what you need to look for in a man. This is what you don't need in a man. And there's a lot of men out here that's talking about how they will beat another man if he touched his daughter or touched his sister or touched his mother or hurt them. But you're doing it to someone else's mother, to someone else's sister, to someone else's daughter. How can you get upset and say what you would do to this other man if they were to do it to your daughter, if you're doing it to someone else's daughter? You have to know what you're doing and actually pay attention to your actions, because your actions is going to define if you are a man or a boy. Now, there's about 9 things or 10 things. About 10. I'm going to say 10. We're just going to round it off to 10. There's 10 things that I'm going to talk about. And I'm going to start from 10 and work my way up. Okay? So, 10. This one might seem a little contradicting and you're not going to understand what I mean, but just bear with me and hear what I'm saying to you. Okay, so 10 is a man who's confident and secure within himself, and he can accept if he loses a battle or if he wins a battle. Now, he's not afraid because he knows who he is. So if this man goes up towards this battle, whatever it could be real life threatening, or it could be something really important and dire that he needs completed in his life, but he's taking this battle on. He might not always win, but you need not to be afraid to lose. And the reason why I say don't be afraid to lose is because you never lost the battle because you showed up for it. You've learned your mistakes, you've seen where you were weak at, and you can come back stronger and you can fix it. You never lost. Just look at it as, you know what? All right, I'm going to chunk up the deuces today. I'm going to come back for you. I'm going to come back for that, and I'm going to fix it, and I'm going to get it this time. Never be afraid to win. Why do I say never be afraid to win? Because sometimes when it comes to a situation and you're getting ready to go up to this battle to win it, you kind of could be afraid of how people are going to react to you. You know, when people really wasn't really rooting for you in the first place. So if they wasn't rooting for you in the first place, you might be afraid. You might be able to say, man, I don't know if, man, is they going to still rock with me? Is they going to understand? Is they going to be really happy for me? Or is they going to continue being fake and be like, man, whatever, I don't count that. That ain't nothing. Don't be afraid to lose and don't be afraid to win. Show up, put your best foot out for it, and make it happen. If you lose it, you come back stronger. If you win it, you learned. because you're learning in both areas, when losses and wins, because you're gaining the knowledge, you're gaining the strength, you're actually gaining faith, and people's going to respect you because you put in all of you to get it done. Okay? 9. This is a man who has a sense of timing. A sense of timing is basically he knows when he can clown and make jokes, and he knows how to be charming, he knows how to be loving and kind, and he knows how to be respectful, faithful, and loyal. This is a man who knows who to give it to and who not to give it to. He knows that if he's in the middle of a heat of an argument with his wife, his girlfriend, his baby mama, his baby mother, if he's in the middle of an argument, he knows this isn't the time to crack a joke or to start laughing or to be stupid. He knows this isn't the time to be rude, disrespectful, and hateful towards this person because this is a serious issue that they're talking about. If you want to look at it on the professional level, when he's in that office and he's getting chewed out because he made a mistake on something, he's going to know his sense of timing. He's not going to get rowdy, disrespectful. Yeah, we could go outside. He's not going to do that with the man that's signing his paycheck. He might not like what's being said to him, but he's a man enough to say, okay, I hear you. I apologize. I'll do better next time. I'm sorry for this mistake. And that's how you handle it. So this is a man who knows his timings. He knows when to actually have fun, and he knows when to be serious. Okay? Number 8, he is a man who knows how to keep his cool. When I say he's a man who can keep his cool and his composure, his temper, he knows what he's supposed to be doing. So if you are in an actual distress moment and it's really stressful and it's really hard and you caught in between a hard place and a rock and you're trying to figure out, man, what am I getting ready to do? Like, oh, I don't know how I'm about to handle this. And you cannot lose your cool. This is a man that can look danger and stress right in the face and still hold his tongue, still hold his composure, and still come out on top because he didn't lose his cool. Because let me tell you, when you lose your cool and you crack under pressure, guess what's happening? You're going to make mistakes, and the mistakes you make can cause not only you, but everyone who is supporting you and who is relying on you. You have children at home, and if you crack under pressure while you're getting chewed out by your boss and you decide to all off and knock the shit out of this person, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose that job, you're going to get arrested, and you're going to go to jail. You're not going to come home. Your mom, the baby mama, the kids, whoever is counting on you is going to be trying to figure out what happened and where you at and what made you lose your cool. How do you keep cool in a stressful situation? You have to pay very close attention to everything because you are not the only one that is going to have and feel the consequences if you make the wrong move. Okay? Number 7. This is my favorite one because I believe in it totally. A man with a plan can make anything happen. A man with a plan is someone you don't want to play with. That means this man can wake up today and he says, you know what? I got 10 major things that needs to be done today. And he makes his list and he sticks to his list. Regardless of what life distraction and curveballs they get thrown in him as he's trying to take care of each one, he stayed on track and he completed his list before the night was up. Now that is important because that man woke up, he was determined, he knew what he wanted, and he went and got what he wanted. And he did not have a problem. He didn't let Satan and life distractions throw him off track. He didn't say, oh man, I'll just take care of this tomorrow. I'm about to go kick it and chill. He didn't do that. So a man with a plan can make anything happen. And if a man has a plan, I'm right there beside him. I'm going to support him through everything he does. That's what I know, and I'm just gonna love it because there's too many men out here that don't have a plan, that don't have a structure, that don't have no time to keep, don't have no place to be. And when you find men that don't have a place to be and ain't wearing a watch, that means they don't have time. That means they don't have to be somewhere at a certain time. I want a man that has a plan. I want a man that wears a watch. Because when he wearing a watch, that means he got something to do today. And not just go over here and kick it and chill. Okay? Number 6, he's honest, he's straightforward, and he's upfront. This means that this man in his personal and his business life is honest with the next person. That means if he has just one intention only, say it's on the relationship wise, this is personal now. Hey, shorty, look, check it. I ain't trying to be your man. I ain't trying to have no kids. I ain't trying to be with you on any type of level. I'm just really trying to come over here and smash and chill. You cool with that or not? You gave her the opportunity to say yes or no. You wasn't lying to her. You didn't sugarcoat it. You didn't try to feed her any bullcrap saying, I want to be your man. I want to love you. You didn't do that. So she has the right to say yes or no to it. Okay? This job. Look, I just got out of prison. I'm on paper and I'm required to work. I'm not really wanting to work here. I just need to do this so I can get off paper soon. So you gonna hire me or what? You're being honest, but you're really putting a really bad title on yourself when you do it that way. So you don't want to go into business with that attitude. You don't want to go into business with that mind frame. Okay? Those are people who doesn't know the difference. Now, here you have this. Personal again. Hey, Ma, my name is such and such. What's your name? She'll say her name. Well, look, I'm really liking how you look. I like how you talk and how you act and how you carry yourself. I want to get to know you on a real level, and I want to be able to see what we can make happen. Can we grow? Can we become something? You know, are you down with me or you not? You gave that woman the choice to say, yeah, you know what? Okay, I'll be in this relationship. I'll give this a shot. You know, he actually told me what it was. He's not just looking for sex. He's not just looking to smash, and he's not looking to just come lay on my couch and eat up all my food and not do nothing for me. You know, this is a man who can go into a job and say, hey, my name is this. I have this skill. I'm available to work this days and this time. Yes, I have been in prison, but these are what the causes was. I am on paper. I am required to work. I'm wanting to work because I need to take care of my family and I want to be able to provide for them again. Would you please give me a chance? You're being honest, you're being straightforward, and you're being upfront with them. I love that. Number 5 is a man who is welcome to change. That means he can have someone point out his flaws. If someone comes up and says he got some flaws and some shortcomings somewhere, he's not going to get upset. He's not going to get rowdy. He's going to hear what the person's saying, and he's going to fix it and change it. If it can be fixed, fix it. If it can be changed, change it, because you're going to make yourself a better man. Number 4, he's present. This is the most important thing, because a man who is present in his family's life is very, very loving and respected. And when I say family, I mean this is a man who's in his wife, his kids' mothers, and his kids' life. He's in his grandparents' life. He's in his mother and his father's life. He is being present and taking care of them. And he's also present in his friend's life. But when I say this, these are the rows, and this is the line how it should go. God is first. Your family. Your daughter, your wife, your kids, your mother, your grandparents, and then your friends. That is how it goes. 1 through 4. No other areas but 1 through 4. Number 3. This is a man who can stand beside his beliefs. When he speaks, he knows what he's speaking about, and he's putting forth the effort. He's going to fight for what he's want. He's not going to just sit out here and say it and don't show that he really means it and show that he really cares for it. He's going to fight for it. If he's saying this is his wife, he's going to stand beside that. If he's saying that these are his children and he's going to take care of his kids, he's going to stand beside that. If he says he's going to do this job, he's going to stand beside that, and he's going to do it. Okay? Number 2, a man who is independent. This is a man who doesn't need to live in a woman's house, a man that doesn't need to use a woman's car, a man that doesn't need a woman for her money. He's independent. He has his own place, he has his own car, and he has his own money. He's doing for himself, and he ain't relying on no one else but himself. He's independent from top to bottom. Number one, a man who respects his words and a man who stands beside his words. If you can tell a person and make a promise to a person, or you make a deal with a person, you're going to do everything in your power to keep that promise and keep that deal. Now, this is where you also can decide and you can be a man. When you can't keep a promise and you can't keep an end of the deal, you come to that person, whoever it is, and you say, look, I'm struggling. I'm having some hard times. I'm not able to keep my promise. I'm not able to keep up the end of my bargain. Please forgive me. I need you to give me a little bit more time, and then I'll be able to do it. And just give me a little bit of time. That person that you're doing business with, that person you made the promise to, they're going to understand you. They're going to hear you. They're going to respect you because you didn't lie to them, you didn't leave them hanging, and you didn't let them question anything you were doing. Respect yourself, because if you can't stand beside your word has no values, and you ain't going to be anything. No one's going to want to do business with you. No one is going to trust you. No one's going to listen to you because you showed too many times you couldn't be a man of your word. So, my name is Lokita Riaz. I'm on YouTube. Subscribe to me, like, comment, and I'll talk back to you. I think this is my longest video, guys. Sorry.